fellow aviators, the Vref Simmer here. Welcome to this PMDG 737 tutorial series video on what happens when you have an engine failure after V1 decision speed on takeoff. And typically, the standard procedure, if that happens, you'll just rotate and climb at a speed of V2 to V2 plus 20 up to 1,000 feet above the airport elevation, and then you'd accelerate, retract the flaps, and find out what malfunction occurred with the engine and run the appropriate checklist. And more than likely you'll work with air traffic control to come back around to land. However, on this particular case that we're going to look at, I was planning to fly a flight from Denver to Los Angeles, taking off runway 25, which we're currently at here in Denver, and this runway does have a special engine out procedure, which you can now see on the screen. And what that means is it's going to require a turn toward a fix. In this case, it was GOVs. And typically, once you're above 1,000 feet above field elevation, you can take radar vectors, or you could elect to continue to climb up to the minimum safe altitude, which is 10,200 feet here around Denver, which you can see on the departure plates. But air traffic control doesn't know about those special procedures. So typically you're going to declare an emergency as a captain, and then using your emergency authority, you're going to follow that special engine out procedure and let air traffic control know what you're doing. And typically when they have you on radar, they can help give you vectors back around to the runway. But we're going to take a look at this procedure. I'll have the checklist displayed on the screen, and this happened real time, and this is a procedure in real life you'd be doing with two pilots. It's been done single pilot. See if you can catch some of the good things, the procedural things that I was able to carry out, but also some of the mistakes. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll all debrief and learn together. Enjoy. Abort criteria for takeoff. So below 80 knots will abort for a variety of reasons. Above 80 knots only for engine fire, severe engine damage, or the inability of the aircraft to get or stay airborne. We do have a special engine out procedure if we do lose an engine. Begin a left-hand turn to GOVs. I have it in the fixed page here. So GOVs is off of the 122 radial WR, so I have that set in radio 2, and we get to GOVs. It's a hold on the 302 radial right hand turns. The MSA in this area, we do have quite a bit of terrain. MSA in that area is, if I remember correctly, it's 10,000. Yes, 10,200 is what we have within 30 miles of 16 left. So we'll climb to at least 10,200 and hold if we lose an engine. We'll follow air traffic control's instructions too, if that happens. Come back. If we continue, we're going to be we're cleared with a squawk code of 1416. Alright, we're planning, I'll go ahead and do the navigation briefing. Planning a departure out of Denver runway 25. If we lose an engine, it's a left turn to GOVs. And climb to at least 10,200 feet. That's a special engine out procedure. Normally we'll just continue LNAV out to foams that are below 10,000. Top altitude is level 230 on the Connor 7 departure. Flaps are set at 5, speeds are at 41, 141, 142, 142 set in the bucket. It's 250 knots, standard abort criteria, and that's all I have.
Denver Tower, United 815, holding short runway 25.
United 815 Denver Tower.
Wind 2403, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25, United A15. Try to get departure set here. Looks like we're clear on final, clear at the end. That's good. Let me get this. Now get our lights set. 126.1, there we go. Got our lights. Perfect, runway 25's on the pavements. Get the HUD down. And we're clear for takeoff. For a heading of 263 when we line up. And runway 25 is verified. Here we go, I have controls. And Toga. Check, throttle hold, thrust normal. We just lost an engine. Okay, I got directional control, here we go. We'll rotate. Just keep that smooth rotation, keep the tail strike from happening. There we go. Gear up. And let's just keep climbing here on runway heading till we get to 400. We're gonna make our left-hand turn. Trying to trim out the rudder a little bit. All right, heading select, turn left, and I'm gonna let Tower know. And Denver Tower, United A15 declaring an emergency. Looks like we just lost an engine. I'm turning left, direct Goves, and climbing to 10,200.
A15, roger, contact departure.
Good day. Okay, there's 1,000 feet for our flap retraction. Let's put altitude holds. Let's see if we can get the autopilot on really quickly. Alright, there's our autopilot. Departure United A15, 6,600 climbing 10, 10,200, left turn direct Goves. We declared an emergency, lost an engine.
Then 815 Denver departure, radar contact, and let's see, I'm not quite sure why you chose to turn left direct to Goves on departure there, but are you able to your own train obstruction separation?
We're just following a, this was the performance given to us on our takeoff data for engine out on 2.5. And we'll climb to 10,200. That should give us our terrain clearance, and we'll hold at Goves for now, unless you would like to vector us.
Say intentions. What would you like to do?
We'll plan to hold at Goves. It'll be the 302 bearing inbounds, and we'll hold there and let you know when we're ready to come back to Denver for a landing.
Yeah, I'd rather just get you vectors out towards the final approach course for one of the southerly runways. So maintain 8,000 and turn left heading 360.
All right, maintain 8,000, left heading 360. United 815. We'll probably need 7 minutes.
That's fine.
Alright, left heading 360 is set. And we need to climb to 8,000. That's set. And autopilot is on. Let's hold the altitude here. We need to keep accelerating. N1 limit needs to be continuous. 96.8. That's pretty good. So we don't have the immediate action item since it looks like it was just a failure. There's no fire, no. It's just engine fail. So we'll try to continue accelerating here. Let's go flaps 1. There's our heading of 360. I don't know why the autopilot is continuing to turn.
1 up Bravo, Oakland Center, squawk 2146 head on.
And we need to continue to maintain our altitude here to accelerate. And I had a fuel caution pop up. That's probably the center tanks.
1 up Bravo, radar contact, 33 miles
Alright,
south
let's see if this will,
Reno, altimeter 3010, and signal
we'll do a level change at 2, and flaps up, level change, autopilot on, 1 to 8,000, there we go. It looks like it was a, like we said, left engine, or right engine fail, so let's run the engine failure or shutdown abnormal procedure. Alright, that's on 714 it looks like. Got it now. Okay. Engine failure shutdown abnormal procedure. One of these occurs. An engine fail alert shows. That's what we have. Do an engine shutdown only when flight conditions allow. Auto throttle if engaged. Disengage it is. Thrust lever affected engine. Number 2. Confirm and idle. Confirm and close. Number 2. Close. And looks like we're leveling off now. If conditions allow, run the engine for 3 minutes at idle thrust. We're not going to get to do that. I'm just going to keep us at 220 knots. Engine start lever, affected engine, confirm cutoff. Number 2, confirm cutoff. Cutoff. And start the timer here. Pack switch affected side. That's going to be the right side off. It's off. This causes the operating pack to regulate to the high flow in flight with flaps up. Choose one APU is available for start. We still have it on. APU gen switch affected side on. So on the number 2 side it's on. Balance fuel as needed. Looks like we've used up all the fuel in the center. So I'm going to turn those pumps off. And looks like we are burning all our fuel out of the left side now. So I'm going to open the cross feed and start burning out of the right some. There we go. Just to balance it out. Transponder mode, select TA only. Set. If wing anti-ice is needed, it's not. Plan to land at the nearest suitable airport. Go to one engine inoperative landing checklist, page 7.26. Alright. 7.26. One engine inoperative landing. Landing must be made with one engine inoperative. Airplanes without fail operational auto landing capability. Plan a flaps 15 landing. Okay, that's us. We'll plan a flaps 15.
Bravo, connect Oakland Center 132.2.
Flaps 15 landing. We go here to index, approach, flaps 15, do 152, okay, that's set. If any of the
Bravo,
set VRF 15 or VRF, we'll do VRF 15. If any of the following conditions apply, set VRF ice. That's if we had icing conditions or had to use anti-ice, which we have not. TAT's at plus 25, so we're good. Maintain VRF 15 plus 5 knots. Minimum on final approach to assure a sufficient maneuver margin and speed for go around. Use engine anti-ice on the operating engine only. Checklist complete except deferred items. So let's go ahead and do the after takeoff check really quickly. Auto throttle did disconnect there. And on the number 2 engine, we can turn the continuous ignition off since it is not operating anymore. Alright, after takeoff check, flaps up, landing gear up and off, packs. Left is auto, right is off. Engine bleeds on, pressurization panel. We are now going to be, see 8,000 is our climb altitude, I'll set that. And we're not going to be landing at, let's see, we're only 2-5.
815, turn right heading 070.
Right, 070, United 815. 070, there we go. 5325 or 5355. Yep, there we go. All right, that's set. And engine start switches are we have the left continuous, right off, and APU is operating. After takeoff check complete. And Denver approach, United 815. We'd like to request ILS 25 coming back in.
815, are you able to the ILS runway 16 right?
Affirmative, we are.
Okay, you can expect ILS 16 right approach.
Roger, thanks.
At 815, turn left heading 260.
Left 260, United 815. Alright, left 260, LS 16 right is what he said. So we'll plan that. So it's going to be 111.9. Put that down here in both. .173 course inbound. I'll pull up the plate here in just a minute. Here, I just want to make sure I get us all set up. I'm not sure how quickly he's going to turn us back in here. So 173 set, and ILS DA, it's going to be 5526. So I'll set that in also.
815, when able, stations on board and fuel remaining.
United 815, let's see, 132 souls on board, 3 hours, 20 minutes, fuel remaining.
815, thank you. Turn left heading 210.
Left, 210, United 815. Okay, we're looking at, what was it, 5526. Whoops, 3023 on the altimeter. And I need to keep our speed up just a little bit more. There we go. Let's go ahead and select ILS 16 right. That's gonna be Marin. A 173 course inbound. Alright, looks like we're coming up on it very shortly. Alright, it's gonna be ILS 16 right into Denver International, 19th October 18. Localizers set at 111.9 both sides. Let's see if I can pull it up here. One 6 right. Cool, it does have it here. Perfect. 173 course inbound is set, and glide slope at Jetson we should be at 7,000 feet. DA is at 5530. We have VMC conditions here. 3023 is the meter. That's all set. Touchdown zone is 5326. Pressurization is set. MSA is 9,200 feet around Denver VOR. Missed approach. We'll plan to just continue. I'll have to check on that really quickly. With the single engine, 1.6 right, it's a right turn to shaft, 12 DME, and then 360 inbound right hand turns if we have the low energy go arounds. I need to slow us down a little bit more here. Fix wise, we're looking at
United 815, turn left heading 200.
Left 200, United 815. Alright, 200. I'm going to slow us
United 815, 8
back
miles
to
from
180.
Newland, maintain 8,000 until established in the localizer. Cleared ILS from a 16 right approach.
Maintain 8,000 till established, clear ILS 16 right approach, United 815. Alright, we're clear for the approach. We'll go ahead and arm VR loc. Actually, approach mode is armed. There we go. Clear for the approach. And we're getting a lot of wind here. Alright, so Marin at or above 8,000, then Jetson at 7, then runway 16 right. That's the published mist, but we're gonna be making our following the single engine mist procedure as previously briefed. Looks like Mauser, Pappy on the right side. And after we land on 16 right, it's going to be a left-hand turn off, Delta 8 or Delta 5, probably Whiskey Bravo back into the ramp. Work out all the parking when we get on the grounds. Speeds are set at Vref 15, 152. Let's go ahead and do the, all right, there's VRR loc. And let's slow back to 180. Flaps 1. And let's continue with the descent checklist and the abnormal procedure. Not sure what the autopilot's doing there. Correcting. We're just gonna have to hand fly, which is fine. I don't know why the autopilot is acting so wonky, but hey, you always gotta be ready to take over. You gotta get aggressive to get back on the localizer. They will get angry. And maintain 8,000. We are established. Localizer's alive again. Okay. Let's see if we can re-engage the autopilot now. Alright, there it goes. It's not. I'm just gonna have to hand fly it. Alright. Let's try to arm approach again. I'm not gonna. We have the runway in sight, so I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. Alright, descent, pressurization, landing altitude set, recall is checked. Fuel and electric, that's noted in accordance with the procedure. Here comes the glide slope. Let's go flaps 5. And we need to slow to 160, which are pretty much already there. Flaps 10. And reducing vertical speed.
United 815, connect Denver Tower 135.3.
1353, United 815. Alright, one. Shoot. It's kind of a lot of 135.3. Let's go gear down. And Denver Tower United 15 at Jetson.
A15 Denver
Flaps
Tower,
15.
1707, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 16 right, United A15. Flap and inhibit, we need to go ahead and get that. Okay. Let me see if it's a lot to do, single pilot, hand to hand fly, because the autopilot's not working. Auto brake's going to be needed to set to 3. So on this, pressurization is checked, recall is checked, auto brake's 3, landing data is VRF 15, minimum's 5526. We're VMC now, visual on the runway. Approach briefing is complete. We're going to just go around with what we have. We don't have time to fool with the switches close to the ground. Go around, we're going to be using flaps 1 and go up to 10,200 again. Approach checklist, altimeter is 3023, ground proximity, flap inhibit switch is in flaps inhibit. Engine start switch is in continuous. Speed brake armed, landing gear down, and flaps 15 green lights.
Flight slow.
Flying up. Approach check complete. Alright, here we go.
400.
And I had the first officer let the passengers know what we're doing. We're coming back with mechanical failure.
Two approaching minimums. Minimums.
Oh, in sight. Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright. And I'll make sure I have good directional control. Here come the reversers. On 1 at least. And spoilers up. Good. Yeah, you can feel that. Alright, I'm still in the reverser. We're getting a little crazy with the steering there. We have plenty of runway. And coming up manually on the brakes. 80 knots. I have controls. Take us off the runway here. Alright, we're off at Delta 5. And Tower United 15, clear 16 right, Delta 5. We'd like to taxi to the Bravo South, the South Bravo ramp.
A15, taxi via Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo, Golf, and monitor ground.
Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo, Golf, monitor ground, United 15. Thanks for your help. Welcome back. As you can see, it gets very busy when you lose an engine after V1. And there are a variety of things that could happen. You could have an engine fire, which requires memory items to be done right away. You'll see that on the checklist with there'll be a dash below the items that need to be done by memory immediately. But in that case, we had an engine fail. We had time to work through it, and I was able to assess it during the climb out and know that we didn't have to take immediate action on that thrust lever. But you can see it gets busy. I did make mistakes, but I also did some things per the book. Please help me in the debrief by commenting below, and we'll all learn together and get better. I would encourage you to watch my Practice Like the Pros video to set up your own scenarios, practice these things, and let me know what you find out and what you learn. I'd love to see some videos that you all make too. For now, Vref Simmer signing off. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll bring you some more content soon. See ya.